Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. He finds Devontae Smith. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Come on.
First down, Bengals.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but the pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
On the coverage.
On the 6. Buffalo 18. Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Man in motion is Smith. The RPO. That one is complete. And he'll be stopped short of first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
It's going to be third. They need 1.
Mustang 19. Here we go. 70 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Throw for Dunze, but what he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught, and he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
And the Bengals.
I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that loose one results in a 1st down. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on 3rd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Lane, touchdown Cincinnati. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Seahawks nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
60 Eagles, 6, 3. That's your man. Ready.
They'll run here. It's Brees Hall. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
Mustang 19. Ready.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's complete. It's Jalen Post. Was brought down. That pass should pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
70 Rangers. Ready.
On 3rd down, Sanders. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Ready. Let's go now. 70.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Got it. Ready. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
1st down.
In motion comes Andrews. A handoff, running left. This is Warren. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down by Travis Hunter. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. On the Seahawks.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
70 Lions. Trap 60.
He'll look to throw. He'll get it inside the 20. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals move out on top, 14-0.
Seahawks, nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Ready.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Another run here with Hall. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. John Franklin Myers there on the stop.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Sanders on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got it to London. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Handoff. Here comes Hall. Tough to bring down. Somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Big one taken in by London. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
yards.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
The Bengals 28-yard
Look at
line.
19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let go.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
3rd and 7.
Get it.
They give to Hall. No moves for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. Works out as they convert on fourth down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Come on, come on. Ready, ready.
On the give, it's Hall. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was brought down by Brandon Jones. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's a design run. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, gets them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to run it with Hall. This defense backed up. But they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Seattle.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7.
Ready. 19 charge, 18 Pioneer.
Back to throw. It's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lion. Ready.
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. This one downfield, taken in by Higgins. And he will dive into the end zone.
a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Seahawks will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Man in motion is Smith. That's caught left side by Odunze. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown Seahawks.
So in those one-on-one situations, Mike, so often the quarterbacks love attacking those guys in single coverage. The problem is, if you're not perfect with your ball placement and your timing, and that defensive back gets his hands on the ball, there's no one around to make the tackle, and he's off to the races.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good, so add one more. They will take a first half lead into the locker room.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins with a run, and it's home. To the 45. Still going. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Bengals 14. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go. Start. 6, 7.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
19 tight. Warriors 17.
Here's Sanders to throw. And downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Hey, hey, come on, come on.
Here's Hall from the pistol. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Sanders will throw it. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
19 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready, ready.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
Piñeiro's pick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Go.
On the handoff, this is Warren. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. So a big one there to start the drive. A gain of 48.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Ready? Panther 60.
They'll run the toss with Warren. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. He'll drop to throw. He dropped this down to Warren. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Go! Ready?
They'll look to throw. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's fourth
I
down.
think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult. You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On second down here, Sanders. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10 yards.
He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. Now it's going to be third down.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. Going to be fourth down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Now fair catch called for and taken, and that sets them up in outstanding field position.
At the 38-yard line.
Okay,
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
back.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Bengals first down. First down, Cincinnati.
Man in motion is Smith.
Go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Mustang 19. Let's go now. Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Here we go, here we go.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Unlock, ready?
Give up the middle with Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 40-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Ready, come 19. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready, ready.
Now, Sanders. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing third and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now it's Sanders. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go, set.
Now a give to Warren, running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. Go.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They have to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
will run it over center with Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
19, ready, Cougar 19.
Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he will score! Higgins! Touchdown, Seattle. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point.
The Seahawks
Go for 2.
will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. And that bumps this up to a 3-score lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away.
The Bengals take over.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
That's good. Bengals first down. A gain of 12.
Ready, break.
First down, Cincinnati.
Ready.
Now this looks like a design run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 9. In motion, it's Odunze. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 15 yards. A pickup there of 13. First down, Seattle.
First down.
Dragon 60. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there.
To second and 10.
And it'll bring up second down.
35-yard line.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Now Sanders to throw on second down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Second and 10.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
70 range. 70 range.
Sanders going to throw again. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Great wonders. Touchdown Seahawks. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved his defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Makes the score Seahawks 46, Bengals 22. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Come on.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing, and they get him down well behind the line.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. Well, that help is going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Ready? Kennedy Lions.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Bengals 28.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. We'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Okay, ready? 18-2. Ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and That's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end.